guys and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I hope the lighting is okay. I am filming in natural daylight. The filming room situation at the moment is not my best friend, so hopefully the lighting is okay. It's really sunny outside, which, you know, I'm not mad about, but it's kind of putting the camera off on like the colour, the background, everything. So hopefully all the lighting is okay. But for today's video, I am going to be discussing my Invisalign journey. Now, if you've already watched a couple of my vlogs, then you will know that I have had Invisalign. I've only recently finished my Invisalign. It was probably about 2 months ago now. So I thought, now obviously I've been throughout the whole process. On reflection, I can give you a little bit more information. I can answer a few more questions. When I was debating whether or not I wanted to go ahead and get Invisalign, I watched a lot of these like sort of question and answer videos on YouTube just so I was prepared. So if you are thinking of getting it, hopefully I'll be able to prepare you a little bit more, or if you are just interested in general, then you come to the right place. If you are watching this video, then as always, please like, please subscribe, please comment down below, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So what I did is I put a question and answer box up on my Instagram story just so I could get a feel for like what kind of questions people wanted to know. What I am going to do is firstly just going to start off with my backstory of why I got Invisalign. I didn't have awful teeth, or I never thought I had awful teeth anyway. No one ever made me feel like I had awful teeth. When I was younger, I did have crossing a little bit of my bottom teeth, and I always just assumed that like my bottom teeth was a little bit of an issue. And when I was younger, I actually got referred to an orthodontist on the NHS, and they said that I didn't qualify for braces, so I just ended up never getting braces. Never really thought about it. They didn't bother me that much when I was younger, when I was at school, when I was at college or anything like that. However, as I got older, I felt like my teeth were getting worse as time was going on. I feel like they were crossing over a little bit more. I felt like the ones at the back, I don't really know like which ones, but like these ones here, like from your fang tooth, I felt like the ones from there were sort of growing inwards. So when I smiled, I felt like I had a really open gap at the sides of my mouth, which kind of made me really insecure if I was getting any pictures or anything. I didn't want to smile with my teeth. And as time went on, I just sort of started to get more insecure about my teeth and I didn't like them. That's when I sort of started thinking about maybe getting braces. Now the thing that actually pushed me over the edge was I went to my dentist at the time. It was just for a normal checkup, and I had a tooth that was down here and it sort of was a lot lower than the rest of my teeth, and that was what really bothered me, I guess. And I sort of asked at the dentist, I said, do you offer any ways of straightening your teeth, because I'm very insecure about this tooth I have down here. And the dentist turned around to me and he was like, I mean, if I was you, I'd be more bothered about your bottom teeth here. And let me tell you, that humbled me a lot. In that moment, I was like, whoa, okay, I need to get braces. And they didn't actually offer any sort of straightening at that dentist. He said if it was something I wanted to do, then I could discuss it and they could tell me where to go or what was best. But they didn't actually offer anything at that dentist. So after that, obviously the dentist made me feel very insecure about my teeth, and I was like, okay, I'm getting braces. So I was sort of looking at different dentists, seeing what options they had. I ended up going for a consultation at Rue Dental in Manchester, and they did like a scan on my teeth and everything like that, and they said they would price it up for me. Now, I had heard that Invisalign was very expensive. In my head, I was thinking I'm about to drop £7,000 on braces. That is what I had accepted in my head. I was like, I can't believe I'm going to spend £7,000 on braces. And I was obviously pretty certain. I would probably say I was about 85–90% certain I was going to go ahead with Invisalign anyway, with the figure in mind that it was going to be about £7,000. When I went, they actually said they have different forms of Invisalign. So they have Invisalign Full and Invisalign Light. So I know that you have to be able to sort of qualify to get Invisalign Light. Now I'm assuming that is if your teeth are maybe not as bad as other teeth, then you can go with Invisalign Light. But if your teeth need quite a lot of straightening, then I'm assuming you need to go for Invisalign Full. So they basically discussed that they thought I could qualify for Invisalign Light, and they told me that it was going to be about £3,300. Now, bearing in mind, I thought I was spending £7,000 on braces. When she told me it was 3.5, I was like, yes, okay, sign me up, I'm going for it. However, I am aware that £3,500 on braces is expensive. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's an affordable option, because it's not. It's not an affordable option, and it is something that you should bear in mind. I've never seen Invisalign offered below £3,000. Now, there are other sort of companies that offer the same clear aligners that Invisalign do for a cheaper price. From what I've heard, they're all pretty similar. So if you was trying to sort of get Invisalign but it was too expensive, I would look at some other options that dentists may have for straightening your teeth. Obviously, Invisalign, it's called Invisalign because it's supposed to be invisible on your teeth. What I would say is it's not invisible. Now, to me, they never bothered me. I never bothered with how they actually looked in person, on pictures. I didn't feel like you could overly see them. But if you was talking to me face to face, I feel like you would know that I had them in. And also, which I feel like a lot of people don't discuss either, is you get these sort of attachments put on your teeth before you get your trays. So they are sort of tooth coloured, and they're just little bumps on your teeth. And that is just so that when you like click your Invisalign in, the weight of them sort of moves certain teeth. So it's, I mean, it's very clever, very high tech. So you can see the bumps on your teeth. But again, it was never something that bothered me, and it was never something that I felt was overly noticeable. And I did have them sort of at the front. The only teeth that I never actually got an attachment on was the two front ones. All my other ones I had attachments on, and you just get used to them. Like, you just get used to having them on your teeth, you get used to feeling them. I was 24 when I got my Invisalign. So for me, the reason that I sort of opted more for the invisible option was because I was obviously working, and I did feel like I was too old, I guess, for train tracks, which isn't the case. You can get train tracks at any age. And yeah, that was probably the whole backstory as to me leading up to get my Invisalign. I'm gonna sort of talk like pros and cons. I'm gonna go with cons first, because in all honesty, there are a lot of cons to it. And I feel like I wasn't fully aware of all the cons that would come with having Invisalign. Now, firstly, the first week of me having Invisalign, I genuinely thought, what have I done? I thought it was the biggest mistake of my life. I thought, I can't believe I've just spent this amount of money on getting Invisalign. I hate it. I'm in pain. I can't eat. I can't talk properly. My gums were bleeding. I had ulcers on my lips. I hated it. I genuinely thought, I can't believe I've done this. Like, I'm not gonna wear them past week 1. So like, what a waste of money. On reflection, maybe I was being dramatic, but it hurt. And I'm gonna be real and I'm gonna be honest about it. It hurts. The first week was agony. The actual trays, I don't wanna say not well made, but they could be made better. They actually have really sharp edges, and when you put them in, they can just cut your gums, cut your lips. They're uncomfortable. I would have to file the edges of the Invisalign because they were so sharp, and if I had them in my mouth, they would just cut my gums and cut my lips, and there would just be no point. I'd just be in agony then for that week. And all as well as that, your teeth ache because they're obviously moving. It's something that you've not had before, like stuck to your teeth in your mouth. They ache, your jaw aches, your whole head starts to hurt. It's not a pleasant experience, but after the first week, it was fine. Keep that in mind if you are thinking of getting them, and that's me being completely honest. Another con is the price. It's very expensive. For me, I think your teeth, you are investing in your teeth. You have one set of teeth like for the rest of your life. I now am so happy with my teeth. I'm so glad that I did it. I don't see it as a waste of money. I see it as an investment in myself, and I will have that forever. So obviously that is a con, but if you are sort of prepared, I know a lot of places do like 0% finance. You can sort of stretch it out over a year, 2 years, 3 years. I do think it's very expensive, but included in the price, I got obviously all of the trays, whitening, and I got a retainer included. So that included everything, plus all of your appointments at the dentist. And let me tell you, the dentist became like my second home. I was there all the time, and obviously you don't have to pay for any of them appointments because it's all included within the treatment. So in hindsight, I feel like the actual reasoning behind the cost, you kind of understand it, but it is obviously something to bear in mind. Also, another con, the eating situation. You have to wear an Invisalign, they recommend, for 22 hours out of a day. That means that for only 2 hours out of a day you can have it out, and that's going to have to be the time where you are eating your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and also drinking any drinks. Now, I hope my dentist is not watching this video, because I did start to sort of have drinks whilst having my Invisalign in. I would just sort of drink them through a straw because I could not go and get a drink throughout the day, especially when you're at work and have to take your Invisalign out to have a sip of a drink, to then brush your teeth, to then put it back in. So for me, I just started drinking nothing with sugar in. I would never drink anything with sugar in because then the sugar like lies in the tray and obviously it can be bad for your teeth. So I would drink drinks that didn't have any sugar in through a straw with my Invisalign in. Now, I'm not recommending it. I'm not telling you that's what to do, but it won't be the end of the world if you have a drink with your Invisalign in. But obviously you can't eat. It's an adjustment, I guess. It's a massive adjustment in your routine day to day. So for example, like when I was at work, I would have my Invisalign in, I would take it out to eat, I'd then go and brush my teeth, and then I would put it back in. So I was brushing my teeth sort of at work, in restaurants. I remember like my boyfriend at the time, like his nan even had a toothbrush for me in her house. It's a complete change in your normal day-to-day routine. Like you are brushing your teeth 5-6 times a day, but I genuinely do think it is something you just get used to. And I thought like I am gonna end up not snacking, not eating a lot throughout the day because I'm not gonna be bothered to like take it out and brush my teeth. It didn't. I felt like I was gonna be skinny. I was like, I'm gonna be able to like go all day. I'm not gonna eat sweets at night. I'm not gonna snack. But honestly, all I did was I would just take it out, snack, and then brush my teeth and put it back in. To me, brushing my teeth wasn't that much of an issue, but it is something that you have to adjust to, and it can be annoying, especially when you're out at a restaurant and you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to go and brush my teeth like in the toilet, or at airports, and you know, you are always carrying a toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash with you. But after, I would say probably the first month, I feel like you just sort of get used to that being the new normal. And I would say it's fine. But it is something to remember, because if you're not going to do that and you're not going to wear the Invisalign for that long of a day, you won't see the improvements that you're wanting to see in your teeth. But for the pros, I mean, the biggest pro obviously is the result. I am so happy with how my teeth look now. I genuinely, like, I look back at pictures of me with my teeth before and I'm shocked that like I had teeth like that. Like I genuinely don't remember my teeth looking like that. I will put some images now of what my teeth looked like before, and I will show you my teeth now. These are obviously my arching teeth. I absolutely love my teeth now. Like I genuinely, I'm smiling all the time. I am very, 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 very happy with my teeth and the outcome of it. Okay, so I am just gonna go through some questions that I had just so that I can make sure I've discussed everything. I mean, everyone is asking me, does it hurt? Yes, it hurts. But genuinely, I would say it hurt the first week. For me, every week I switched my retainer out. So I would put my Invisalign in at night. So I would put it in and then go to bed. And then that day, like the next day, my teeth would hurt. They'd have like an ache to them. And then after that, it'd be fine. And I would wear them for 7 days and then I would switch out to the next retainer. I mean, your teeth are literally moving. So there is gonna be like an ache to it. But if you can get through the first week of having your Invisalign, them other days do not matter. The question was, how long did you have them for? Now, obviously, originally, my first lot of trays was only actually supposed to be like 3 months. And then at the end of the 3 months, because there were still changes like that I wanted to happen with my teeth and they weren't perfect or they weren't where I wanted them to be, I did another load of trays for me, which ended up being, all in all, probably about 8 to 9 months. I can't remember exactly, but that was, I didn't have to pay again for the extra set of braces. They were all included in one price. Another question was, when did you start to notice a difference? I would say probably 2 months in. I think you could tell, like personally, I feel like I could tell my teeth were moving week by week, because obviously you see on the tray that you're putting in your mouth that like it looks different to what your teeth look like. And then at the end of the week, your teeth look like the tray that you've just had in your mouth. So I do think you can tell that your teeth are moving, but I would probably say 2 months in, I started to be like, oh my God, I feel like my teeth look different. So the last question that I'm going to answer is it worth it? Yes, I think so. I think you have to be very disciplined, and going into it, you have to know it's not going to be easy, but within a month you get used to it. There's days that you might leave it out for a little bit longer because you've got something that you need to take them out for, and I feel like it's relatively forgiving. I remember my dentist saying to me, like, if you want to keep it in for 2 weeks instead of 1 week because you feel like they've not moved enough, keep them in for 2 weeks. Like, it's adaptable, and I feel like that's what's good about it. You can sort of like, it changes. Like if you feel like your teeth aren't moving enough, like just keep it in for another week. I would say it was worth it. I would say if you want to go and get it done, go and get it done. Can show you what a tray looks like. So this one is actually from week 4. So this is quite like an early, this is actually a good representation of what my teeth looked like. So this is the bottom retainer. I don't know if you can see. This is obviously the top retainer. So they are just like flimsy plastic. It's kind of crazy that these will move your teeth, and you literally just like pop them in, clip them down, and they just like sit on your teeth. So I think that is about it. I'm going to close off the video now. So if you did watch to the end, I really do appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Hopefully this video helped you if you are interested in getting Invisalign or you're thinking about it maybe. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.